Today we have 13 tips in how to get your serve into a pro serve. So we made this list also to help you to prioritize to what you're going to learn first. Today we are at the Boekhorst in Noordwijkerhout and we're going to start right now. Vamos. Oké. Ah, lekker boelie! And we have sales on justpadel.com. I like it. You like it? Good match. Tip number 13 is step through the ball. You don't have to do this, but it helps if you are not fast enough. What some players tend to do is they serve, they stay, and then they go. This takes too long. So what you could do, this is what I do. I have my right foot in front, then I'm about to serve, put my left foot there, I serve, my right foot goes there, and then I can go forwards. And it doesn't cost me a lot of time. So let's check out the difference. This is what you could do, and this is what I do. It just helps you to make a step and you don't have to run so much. Some people even stay very long at the same behind the line and then go. Just serve and go every single time. Tip number 12, tell your partner. For me, this is one of the most important things. The serve is a very good, it's like a dead moment. So you could tell your partner, listen, I'm going to serve to the middle. Your partner will know where he should position at the net. I always tell my partner, I'm serving to the sidewall, I'm serving to the body, or I'm serving towards the tee. Sometimes even say it softly to the tee. Some people also say first one glass, second one in the middle. It helps your partner to know where he's positioned because the position of the net player changes depending on where you place your serve. Tip number 11, make a combo. And especially don't change player. So if I served the ball to the left player, I serve there, and then next ball I change direction. This is totally not good because you need to change direction. Everything becomes more of an unstable situation. You have to run, you have to move, you feel rushed. So serve to the player on the left, play to the player on the left. And especially try to make a combination. So serve to the left, first ball in the middle. Serve to the middle, next ball into the corner. And don't make a mistake with your first volley. Because listen, you just served, you're going to the net, you probably hit the ball lower than the net. Don't take any risk, just make sure you play the ball in. Still one, yeah. Serve to the middle, play in the open space, exactly. Ooh, be careful with this, don't hit the sidewall because the ball's coming back to me. So if you just played there, you need to play back wall, side wall. Pro tip, pro tip. Tip number 10, the left hand and arm. If you're serving, you need to have a very stable throw because this will depend on where the ball is going to be. So be careful with this or this or this. And what I mean by this, it's not stable enough. So if you toss the ball, you want your left hand to remain fixed at the place where you threw the ball. Because the moment you're letting your left hand drop, it is very likely that your right hand will drop and you end up hitting the ball from low to high. That's not what we want. Later we're going deeper on this, but for the left hand it will help to have more of a stable hit. So also if you don't use your left hand, you end up over rotating and hitting too fast. So the left hand helps you, if it's precise, to have a better toss. So no relaxed hand. You actually want more of a stiff arm. It helps you to hold the position instead of over rotating or trying to play a topspin serve. And that's not the smash that we're going to learn today. So it helps you to stabilize, helps you to stop over rotating, and it helps you to toss the ball correctly. Also, it helps you with the contact point, but later I will tell you something about that. The next tip is the position of the feet. So I want my left foot to aim where I am playing towards. My right foot is stable. I am not like this. This is unstable. I have no balance at all. If my left foot is sideways, I cannot use my hips to serve and I fall. If I want to step with my right foot, this is blocking me. So try to aim at least towards the net post or the net, and from there I can move. And from the right side it's different. So for the right side I don't want this, because this is not so stable. This is also not so stable. So what I would recommend is to have your left foot aiming to the net or to the middle line, and from this position I'm going to play. Try to have your feet wide. Some people like this as well, because this is a little bit more stable, and when you're about to hit the ball you want to do this, because this is where the speed comes from. Tip number 8, positioning. Listen, we should not serve from this position. I see too many players trying to serve from here, or trying to serve from here, surfing from here. Why should you not serve from here? Well, I cannot make a good angle to the center. So if I serve towards the center, the ball has a big rebound in the angle. So it doesn't work. If I serve to the side wall, I need to run too far. Because if I serve to the side wall, my partner has to defend down the line. If I serve to the side wall, I can make the angle. Yeah, nice. There's a spider web on my face. I have to go all the way here. So count the amount of steps, because most people do this because they can serve to the side wall in a better way. Okay, I'm going to serve to the side wall now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to serve from the correct position, which is, in my opinion, maybe a meter, half a meter away from the middle line. And why are we so close to the middle line? Because we can serve to the center. We can move our opponent very far out of the corner. And if we serve to the side wall, the ball sticks to the glass and it's not coming out so much. Okay, so counting the steps, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm already there. 3 steps. So it's a big difference, and I made maybe even 2.5. So the closer you are to the middle line, the closer you are to the position you want to be. So this is a massive difference in the amount of stress that you will have if you serve. So, and also the speed that you play. If I need to make 3 steps, I can play faster, because if I serve faster, I have less time to recover. If I'm going to serve, and this is what a lot of people do, serve fast from this position. If you're gonna increase the speed and you need to move a lot, and you're playing fast and you need to move fast. So is your first volley going to be a good shot? No. So if you serve from this position, if you say, listen Sven, the only way I can serve is from this position, you need to change anyway, but if you don't want to, play softer from this position. Yeah, so you see the middle is completely open. So imagine if Sasha serves and I can take it before the side glass. She has even a bigger problem. Up. And this is a point. Sasha's partner has to cover straight. So there is a big gap. Her partner cannot go to the center. Yeah, you can also use double wall. I can play the lob. I win the punto. So if I know somebody's serving from the side wall, it's for me the easiest one to play the lob. No matter how fast or how slow it is, because it comes out a lot and I can move back. Try to play a faster one, so I will show everybody that it's completely stupid to serve from there. hot. So it's, oh, just out, but it's, yeah, you also have to be careful of that ball. Oh, out of the door. This is how my normal return is. So if Sasha serves to the middle from close to the sidewall, so you see that she cannot hurt me so much, because even though she plays close to the tee, to the middle line, she cannot hurt me. Especially if I use the glass. Yeah, so this serve was slightly out, but if I use the glass and you accelerate and somebody uses the glass, you have a big problem. So it's better to serve from closer to the middle. So if Sasha now plays to the center, yes, I had to return and my position is here. So there's more space there. If she serves from close to the sidewall, my position was more or less in this position, very close to my corner. So with one step, I'm there. So it's all about how many steps I am forced to take. If Sasha serves to the sidewall from close to the middle, so maybe if I serve to Sasha's sidewall from this position, it stays closer to the corner. So it's all about, if it bounces, it is easier to use the glass with the return if it comes in this direction, and it's more complicated that if you serve to the sidewall, that the ball stays closer to the corner. Tip number 7, the slice. You need slice if you want to have a good serve. If you play flat, you have more control over the ball because you're hitting the ball more clean, and with slice, you have a little bit less control. But for some people, they can only play in one type of technique, so this is what gives them the most control because they don't have to think about their technique. A lot of players play with too much slice. So how do we play a slice that is enough slice and not too much? Because it's all about having a balance in between. So I would say like 30% slice and the rest is power. So let's say I play this ball. This is 100% slice, no power. And if I play this ball, this is 0% slice and 100% flatness. It's not so much about power. This is how you can do it. If you want slice, you need to open the face of your racket first. Otherwise you can never play slice. Be aware of using the wrist. It's fine if you use your wrist and you're comfortable with it and you play perfectly paddle. So this is a problem because your wrist moves more than the rest of your body. So you're not going to do this serve because you're going to play too much slice. So what I would recommend is to prepare higher than the ball, open the face of the racket, and then make a forwards movement. So it's higher than the ball with an open racket, and you're just going to play with a straight arm, or at least don't try to do that. So that's it. It will be good to start practicing and doing this. It is not a real movement, but it will help you to feel the slice. Now the ball is going back, so you can still try to do this, or this is a more complicated movement. And then with that motion, you try to slice the ball. I will go deeper on this later on in the video. The contact point. So this is where your left hand also comes in play, or your non-dominant hand if you are one of those few annoying left-handed paddle players. If my left hand is here and I drop the ball, I can hit the ball more in front of me. If I have my left hand more backwards, I hit the ball more behind me. Why do I want to do this? Well, the contact point dictates where the ball is going to be. So if I serve from the right side and I want to serve to the sidewall, I need the ball early, because the earlier I hit, the more cross the ball will go. So drop the ball in front, yeah, and the ball will go cross. So if I serve from the right side and I want to play to the middle, I need my left hand more in this direction, because I need to hit the ball more next to me so I can serve to the center. If I serve from the left side and I want to play in the center, I need to contact the ball more in front because the ball will go to the middle. And if I want to serve to the sidewall, I hit the ball more next to me so I can serve to the sidewall. The next tip is high-low forwards and not high-low sideways or high-low-high. So what you don't want is high racket, high, low, high. The ball comes up, it's easy for your opponents to return. They can play on your feet or they can lob you. It is not high way sideways. So when I hit the ball, I go forwards, forwards, forward as long as possible here, and I follow through. So it's high, low, and I go all the way. I know I served out, but I just need to focus on the technique, ladies and gentlemen. You need to follow through. So if you stop the motion, you put too much pressure on your arm and you will get an injury. So relax a little bit. And what I also recommend, you serve the ball, boom, and then you go to this position because you're getting a low volley after. It is not serving and running like this. Sasha's laughing, but this is what people do. So serving, running with the racket, it will help you a lot. The depth of the serve might be one of the most important things. So if you serve, and you serve in this kind of area, very close to the sidewall, and what I mean by this, if you play faster serves, you probably don't play 10 out of 10 in this area. It's also difficult to play 10 out of 10 in this area, but if you slow down a little bit and you focus on that long follow through, because the follow through will help you to have more precision, because if I stop the motion, I also stop aiming. If I follow through to where I want to play, I play closer to where I want to play. So this is amazing. If your serves are very undeep, so very like in the middle of the service box, it is so easy to get your ball back. It's so easy for them. They don't have to use the glass. They have time. They can play the ball down. They can play the lob. So the depth of your serve is one of the most important things to focus on first. Also, if you serve to the middle, how close can you serve to the middle line? The speed of the ball. So if you're serving fast, you have less time when you're going forwards. You might play winners with your serve, but that's not really how we want to play paddle. We want to serve so we can get a better first volley, an easier first volley. We're not going to play any winners with a waist-high contact point from behind the service line. We are only going to play winners if we're closer to the net and have a higher contact point. So play a softer serve, precision over speed, so the depth of the serve closer to the sidewall, closer to the middle line is more complicated than the speed of the serve. So why is this above the depth of the serve? So you need to slow down in order to increase the depth of the serve. So it's more important that you care about the speed of your serve, because this will help you to have more precision. So this is why it's above the depth of the serve. So this is Sarah's introduction to paddle. She likes the camera a lot, so every time we record, she watches the camera. Hello? Mwah. So what is one of the most important things is prepare before you hit. So when some people serve, they do this, and that's very complicated. So what I would recommend is to do this. So for every single shot on paddle, your racket should not move before you're about to hit. So practice the serve while standing against the back wall. Racket high, higher than the ball. Open the racket, bounce, serve, and then go. Because now you feel that you're not moving the racket. So it's boom, boom, boom. And this will help a lot. So instead of boom, 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 bam, you can hold the racket against the glass and then serve. So what's the number one tip? Waist high contact point. No serves lower than the contact point. No serves lower than your belly button. If you're not serving from the height of your belly button, you cannot play fast. So if you're serving from this position, you need to lift up the ball, and it's not possible to have a pro serve. So try belly button height, bounce the ball or drop the ball. And this is not even my highest point, but I can accelerate now. It helps me because I'm tall. But if you're not tall, you need to get to the height of your belly button, because this is how high you can hit the ball.